Mardi Gras kicked off earlier this week, marking the start of the Lenten season in the Catholic faith. And Mardi Gras, which means Fat Tuesday in French, is celebrated before Ash Wednesday, and it's the custom of using all the fats in the home before Lent.
And there are a ton of ways to celebrate. So joining us now are Chef Lambert Givens and pastry chef Marissa Hart from Hunters. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Very nice to have you in. You brought us some more of the traditional foods you might see down in New Orleans. So walk us through what you have here today.
Yeah, so what I have here today is a little bit it's a traditional gumbo, and so we have some okra, we have our roux that's already started with andouille sausage, we have some fresh shrimp, crab, and then we have a nice rice to go with it.
And that just all goes into the pot together?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have the we'll start here with our roux. We'll turn this up a little bit.
So what's a roux? A roux is just like a sauce with sausage in it?
Yeah, so the roux is it's a flour base that you kind of season, and it's really important that you get a nice color on it. So what you do, you'll brown some butter, and then you'll add some flour and your seasonings, and you will cook that down until it gets this nice brown color that I'll show you guys here shortly.
Okay, then what comes next after you do that?
So after that, we'll add the okra, which helps really thicken up the broth of the sauce of the gumbo. And then we'll add that there.
And this was featured on Beat Bobby Flay.
Beat Bobby Flay. This is the dish that beat Bobby Flay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what gives it that gumbo flavor? What are the seasonings that you want in that?
So this is a family recipe that we've used, and so what I have here is you want to start with the Holy Trinity, which is celery, bell pepper, and onions. So you get that, you want to cook that down, and then you want to have your flour seasoning, which is flour, garlic powder, onion powder, and then you want to add a little paprika, Cajun seasoning, and then we really cook that down.
And Chef Marissa, what have you brought for us today? What are we doing here?
So over here on the dessert side of things, you'll often see beignets. So this is our version of the beignets. So we have some dough here for you. I'm just going to show you. We've already had some fried here for you guys to try, but this is the process of rolling it out. This is the step we take before it goes in the fryer. We made this dough last night. It sits overnight. It's a nice yeasted dough. It's similar to a donut in ways, but also more like a fried dough, if you've ever had something like that. So we just want to get it nice and thin. Traditionally, beignets are cut into squares rather than that circle shape you often see as a donut. So nice thickness, and then we'll take a knife and cut it into nice little strips here.
So this is pretty easy to do at home.
Yes, this is definitely something you can do at home. You can find a bunch of different recipes online. You can even make the dough in one day if you wanted. It just sits in the fridge for a couple hours to let the yeast do its job and rise, making them nice and fluffy. And then over here at Hunters, we top the beignets with a little bit of fudge sauce.
Oh my gosh.
Just the extra.
Forget it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it can be inside, but I like this when you put it up right on top.
Yeah, so you can see anything. You can see custard filling, you can see fruit filling, anything. You can really do whatever you want on the inside, which is the fun part about it.
So instead of Fat Tuesday, we're going to have Fat Friday.
Fat cake. Yeah.
Fat Friday here. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. We're going to come back and check on the gumbo in just a moment.
Wow. So where can people find you? Where are you located?
So we're really located right in the heart of South Boston, right on Dorchester Street, Hunter's Southern Kitchen. It's really so
South Boston.
Yeah, South Boston. Yeah, so you can find us right.
Before we go, run out of time. What else do we have there besides the beignets from you?
So we make a Liege waffle, which is like a Belgian-style waffle.
Wow.
That goes with our chicken and waffle. And then also we make all of the biscuits, cheddar biscuit, fresh in-house, which are really awesome.
Yeah, great.
And then the gumbo. So.
And then a gumbo.
Yeah.